Hi everyone, Jasmine here from LVL UP Consulting with this week's edition of What I Learnt in Business Last Week. And it's a special edition because it's not quite what I learnt in business last week. It's in fact what I have learnt in the past 3 days, because as of right now, having a business based in Brisbane, we are facing a pretty major flood emergency, which is really, thrown our plans and thrown our week really on its head. So I've got some lessons about that I want to share with you. But the very first thing that I've learned in the last couple of days is to really recalibrate on what's important to you personally and to your business. As a small business owner, you are personally tied to your business, and you can really feel the pressure and the stress of your business being affected by flood. Our office was one of the first areas of Brisbane to flood, so I hear you and I feel you, but recalibrate. As long as you've got your family around you, you've got some clothes, you've got some food, that's all you need. Personally, I've been stranded from my house for the last 48 hours with a basket of washing, pair of glasses, but the whole family around me. So that's all that matters. That's all that's important at the moment. Don't worry about work laptops. Don't worry about any of that. You can catch up later. The second thing, you've probably heard me say this a million times, but it's just a reminder about how important risk management planning is for you and for your business. Yes, there are Black Swan events. 2 years ago we were talking about COVID. Now we're talking about a major natural disaster. We didn't plan for that. But in saying that, there are some contingencies and some mitigations in place that you can have in your business if a major event, if a disaster does strike. So for example, small things is that we don't leave our laptops at the office, our team at LVL UP. Everybody takes them home. What I need to recalibrate in the risk management plan is take your laptops with you if it is majorly raining where you are. I'm personally without any communication, any technology right now, but the rest of the team have theirs. So if our office is inaccessible for a number of days, they can still work from home if they have to. There are other types of risk management planning you can do, like having, excuse the pun, a rainy day fund for wet weather, so that you've got some backup planning and some backup money if you need it, but other things as well. So risk management planning, look it up, Google it. If you want some help, sing out, because I actually love this stuff. So make sure you do that for your business, because it's times like these where it's very, very important that you pull out that plan and you know exactly what you have to do. The third big lesson, of course, is when, disaster strikes or, your whole week's been turned upside down, which does happen from time to time, is to really dig in and practice some resilience. A lot of this does come down to mindset. Yes, there are crazy things happening. You will be financially impacted by this. There's no doubt about that. But if you recalibrate on what's important, you've got a little bit of a contingency plan, then you're well on your way to showing some resilience. Something that my team hear me say quite often is, don't panic. We don't work in an emergency department. I've had to change that language a little bit now that we're doing a lot of healthcare work, because we do work with people who work in emergency departments. But for us and what we do, having 24 hours offline is okay. For some businesses, it's not okay. So reach out, get help. It's times like these where people really do volunteer, put their hand up and say, how can I help you? Just at the corner shop where I'm situated at the moment, they've got volunteers from the community helping them sell their products. So show some resilience. Think about what you can do in these sorts of times. You've probably got a big to-do list of things that you just haven't had time to do because you're too busy. That's what I'm doing. That's my risk management plan. I'm dusting that off. I'm doing some of that work today, but show some resilience. This too will pass, just like every, ebb and flow that you have in your business. So that's what I've learnt in business in the past 3 days. Hopefully I'm coming back to you next week with a totally different story. We're back online and we've fought back after this natural disaster. Please stay safe if you are in Brisbane, and we will see you here for What I Learnt in Business next week.